Hey guys, Manga Unboxed here, and today we're going to be doing a review on the manga Beastars. I have been getting this recommended to me a lot, and I've just seen a lot of videos giving Beastars high praise. So I bought all of it up to date, and that was not a mistake. This series is very, very good. So first off, I'm just going to tell you what it's about, like the plot, without giving spoilers. This will be a spoiler-free video. So basically, like, it's a society of like animals that are like human-like. Like, if you've seen Zootopia, like it's basically that, just much darker and adult. So basically, it's like herbivores and carnivores trying to coexist. And there's some problems, like carnivores, like they still have their instincts to kill herbivores, and they're like basically battling their instincts at all times. And sometimes carnivores will their instincts will kind of like take over. They won't be able to resist it anymore, and they'll devour a herbivore. But this doesn't happen often. Like, that's like a big deal. It does happen, but like it's like a big deal when it happens. It's not like considered normal. But yeah, this isn't a spoiler. Like, this was literally like on like the first page or something, like the first few pages. So basically what happens in this school is an alpaca is devoured on the campus, and it's kind of a mystery. We don't know who it is. They don't really go into it in depth for a little bit. Like, I think they kind of revisit it a lot more in like the 7th and 8th volume. Yeah, so that's very interesting. And like the series has kind of like a lot of like romance aspects and like psychological things, like because like carnivores are treated differently by the herbivores and kind of looked down upon a little bit because they're kind of fearing the carnivores, and the carnivores feel kind of like that it's not fair for a lot of things, and that like the carnivore's image isn't really like being represented well. Like, so the carnivores are also trying to like show the herbivores like we're fine, or like kind of like get the image of carnivores to be not scary and more just normal. So I would consider this series, like, the genre wise, like probably like drama. I don't know if it's a seinen. I'm really not sure. Yeah, but beside that, the art in this series it's not that good. I'll show you. Like, this is a page where it shows everything. It's probably actually better on this page, but like especially in the first volumes, like the art is not very good. Like, it's kind of like, it's not very detailed. It's just kind of like, it looks like almost like a rough draft, but that's not even like terrible. Like, I don't really mind it. Like it's not terrible art, like, but like simpler art doesn't really bother me a lot. Like, I read through it, and like it's not like to the point where like, oh, I can't read this. Like, I like barely even noticed it. The art does get better in the later volumes, like 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And also the world building in this, it's kind of I think it's good, but like they're probably gonna like explore it a lot more in the next volumes. I'm pretty sure there's like a 20 volumes, like 20 plus volumes out in Japan right now, or just around that area. I'm not very sure, but we are in the English releases far behind. And also these are Viz signatures, so they're a little bit bigger, which they're kind of like feel the same as like the regular Shonen Jump volumes in the hand. Like, it's it doesn't really make much of a difference unless it's like a big omnibus or like a hardcover. Also, I want to say that the characters in this series are so good. Like, the characters, like, they go into depth a lot. They haven't really gone into, like, the backstory a ton of the main character, Legoshi. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's a big gray wolf. So I forgot to talk about the main character, too. So, since he's, like, a gray wolf, he's, like, a very large carnivore. Like, he kind of keeps to himself a lot. Like, he's not outgoing. He doesn't talk to people a lot, except for, like, his friends and stuff, which are other carnivores. And the alpaca that was devoured was also his friend. So herbivores kind of, they fear him a lot, basically, since he's a gray wolf. Okay, but let's stray off from the main character and go back into the other characters. So as I was saying before, the side characters are so good. Like the red deer, I forgot his name. Lewis, yeah, I remember it. Lewis, the panda, I forgot his name too. That, like, people, like, they all have reasons for what they do. They have goals, especially with Haru. Like, I think it was in the 7th or 8th volume, or just later on, they kind of like she kind of has some inner thoughts, like, explaining like why she does what she does. And I just think that this series has, like, some of the best writing in manga I've read so far. Like, the writing is just great. It's just great. And I'm just gonna wrap up this review now and say that if you're not reading Beastars, at least check it out. If the whole, like, kind of concept, like, you think it's weird because it's like humanoid animals, like, just try it out. Like, maybe just try out the first volume. Actually, I don't know if the first volume will grip you as much, because I've heard some people say that they didn't like, the first volume didn't, like, get them into it. But I just think it's great. You should give it a shot and try it out. Great writing, great characters, great concept. So that's my review for Beastars. Drop a like if you liked the video, and subscribe if you're new here. See you guys in the next one.